Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing Pools again. I have played through this game already, but just recently they added a new chapter, Chapter 0. They did it as a thanks to all the support for the game, and it's more of a prequel level than anything else, so I'm interested to see how that plays out. The game is developed by Tensori, and it's published by Tensori and Unicat Label. You can find the game on Steam. Basically what it is a liminal space game where it's more of a focus on just the eerie beauty of everything, and there's no monsters or anything like that, so yeah, you're supposed to just be immersed and to explore and to wander. So I really enjoyed Pools when I did my playthrough, so I'm excited to try out this new chapter, and we'll see what's up. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I'll review the game and share my general thoughts. So now we'll go ahead and hit play and see what's up. Play game! Also, there's a thunderstorm happening right now, so if you hear any of that through my mic, or any ruckus, I'm sorry. I cannot control the weather. Hadn't played this... Woo! Hadn't played this in a minute. Interesting locale so far. We literally just started. Some kind of structure. Fool's World. Sheep. I remember there being a sheep in one of the levels. Just kind of sitting on a couch. It was kind of weird. I'm not really sure what they were referencing there, though. Okay. I don't have a flashlight. Okay, well that's literally pitch dark. Pitch black. Okay. Whoa, look at this. Holy crap. I didn't expect that. Then we're like some kind of city? What was that? Hello? What's all that noise? Is that me? What in the world? Okay, let's look around. You don't see a lot of places like this on liminal space games, at least that I've played. I've played my fair share. Well, that looks mighty dangerous with the power lines being right there above the water. This game is so noisy, what the hell? I guess it's our footsteps. That's so noisy. Oh, those train tracks just go down into nothing. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna look at this door. Oh, we can't open this. Okay, sick. Alright, well. I'm fairly certain we don't just fall, so let's go this way. Most of these levels are, at least the previous levels, are fairly linear. There are multiple ways to get out of some of them, but multiple paths you can take, that is. Oh my god, I don't like this. I can literally swim? What? I didn't know that. That's different. Also nerve-wracking. I would not want to be swimming in this water. No, thank you. Okay, well that was weird. I'm not even sure. What that even was, that a ghost? Alright, we're almost to the top, I guess. Okay, there we go. We did it. My god, it's so dark. Where's my flashlight? I really need one. What is this weird walking? Okay, so we can go... Oh, never mind. I thought these were stairs. Yeah, that's where we were. Okay. I'm glad to be playing this. I haven't played a liminal space game in a minute. Well, a couple weeks ago or something, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get back into Dream Core as well. They've had some updates recently. Alright. I wonder what it means by this being a prequel level. That's weird. Like a tentacle. Like an octopus tentacle. A lot of weird noises in here, for sure. Hello? Oh. Can't even zoom in. I thought... Duck. Oh, you could zoom in and stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't really like that sound. I do like that weird mechanical noise we're hearing. It's strange. Oh, did I not go in this? Hey. Open the door. Hey. Who's in there? Okay, well that's weird. I don't know what I just heard, but it sounded like gurgling or something. Okay, this looks like somewhere to go. Weird. I keep saying this is weird, but it obviously is. I had to get my dog situated. He's terrified of storms. Let's move on. Okay, this is the door we couldn't open. Swim. I don't want to. I think the subtle implication that there's like a sea creature here with the tentacle coming out of the wall is kind of made me uneasy. This is very maze-like. Look at this room. This is a weird room, right? Very liminal. Well, how do we end up... I expected us to go further on that way. Now we're in somewhere completely different. Interesting. Okay. This is a little more open than I expected. Hello? Where is everybody? Uh-oh, this floor does not look good. I think they need to maybe come back and fix that. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. That's not funny. The trap door. Ooh, a ladder. Nice ladder sounds. This is okay. The environment keeps changing. Whoa, very shiny. Look at the sheen in this place. Lots of sheen. There's a fair amount of achievements for this game, so I'm not sure if some things are secret areas or what. Whoa, look at this. This is really weird. Kind of looks like playrooms kind of stuff, you know? I don't know, very unique though. I'm not really familiar with this kind of aesthetic. Interesting color palette. I know Dreamcore has a game coming out, or sorry, a new level coming out. Whoa, that actually tricked me. Whoa. An optical illusion. I didn't even notice until I got up to it. Yeah, Dreamcore, they have a new level coming out soon. A demo for it. Called the Playrooms. Sorry, I don't mean to keep bringing up another game. They're very similar. The developers know each other. Fun fact. Oh no! That's not good. The apocalypse happened while we were looking around? I don't know where I'm going. That's part of the fun. You know what? I'm actually gonna go back this way. Okay, we came out of there. Let's go down this way. Down into the depths. Dear God. What is this? Okay. Well, we're walking on pipes now. We probably have to swim some down here. Even though they said there's... What was that? I was gonna say, even though they said there's no monsters in this game, I get the weird feeling that there is. That's what's really effective about this game. Very sloshy. Almost a little too sloshy. Oh my God, did we swim down through there? I hope this isn't a mistake. Oh no, 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 no. I'm like really freaked out now. Okay, follow the airflow. Oh jeez. Do we have a breath meter? Uh-oh. I might be drowning. I can't see. Is there something swimming around in here? Why is it so dark in here? Did I miss something in here? What is that? I did miss something. Here we go. Some chairs, of course. This is so disorienting. Ah. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? I hated that. That was so... I got the worst feeling. Like, as soon as I, like, came out into that big open underwater room, I got the worst... That, like, weird open water, deep water feeling. I don't do well with that. I really don't. Like, thalassophobia, or whatever it's called. I don't necessarily have that. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like... It's almost like akin to being afraid of heights. For me, it's like... It's weird that there's that much open space around you. I don't know. It's just made me really uneasy being in there. I was really claustrophobic as well in the ship. That's not good. Somebody stop that elevator! What in the world? Another red balloon. Okay, that door won't open. Oh gosh. Huh. What is that? That is Morse code. It was like dot dot dash dash dot dash dash dot. Yeah, I think that's Morse code. Well, if anyone can translate that, let me know. I could probably do it, but that might take a minute. I've got a Morse code translator online somewhere. Okay, where are we going now? This room's a little cattywampus. This is like the Titanic. That's what it feels like. When the ship's flooding. I did not expect there to be so much swimming. I still haven't really pieced together how this is a prequel level. I'm having a good time with this, but like I said, still don't really get it. Alright, we got a haunted rocking chair. Like a ladder back there, too. Or we could just keep going this way. Huh. I'd say we keep going. I keep getting kind of stuck on these walls, too. It's kind of annoying. Alrighty. Just a little table. I guess we'll just keep going this way. What was that? Oh. strange noises out there. Also really bright. I can't see. Hey, stop it. Hello? Oh, we found a slide. Let's take it. Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Dear God. Wow. Whoa, look at this. Thumbnail. Ha 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 ha. This is very strange. Very pool rooms-esque. So I think it clearly wants us to go in there, but what's around the side here? Nothing. Oh well. Down somewhere. Oh no, what's through here? Entered a place where a warm sense of belonging washed over you. It's an achievement. Ooh. Look at this. This looks really cool. Like I said, I don't know if some of these things are secrets or what. This seems to be a secret. I don't really know. Very bright. That is for sure. Oh, look at the size of this place. There's a lot of tile. I'll tell you that. We'll be tiling this place for 100 years. I see you peeking over there. Yeah, the zooming sound on the camera is really unpleasant for me. I don't really know why, but it's like repeating rather than like a constant sound. I think it would sound better if it was that way. I mean, I guess this place feels welcoming. Got the octopi guarding the way. Thank you. I guess we go down this. What is it, Silent Hill 4? I can't see. Okay. Oh, look where we are. I don't want to be in the water. Okay, we're back where we were. So there's the big hole there, and then there's the big weird tentacle thing. We can go this way. Something going on in that room. But what is up this ladder? Okay, we got a door. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, it's a big fan. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot of fan. My biggest fan. We got some chains. Just hanging out. Okay, I can't see that way. Let's go this way. Okay, this place does not feel nearly as welcoming as that other place. What in the actual hell am I looking at? I don't like this at all. Some kind of thing. It's looking at me. I think we should go. Why are we struggling so bad to get down these stairs? That was weird. I've said that so many times, I'm sorry. Weird, weird, weird. Everything's weird. Ooh, look at this red hallway here. Hello? Okay. Okay, I remember this. Who said that? Remember this being at the end of the game? The base game? Pointing. Oh, I didn't mean to sit down. Whoops. Kind of forgot you could do that in this game. $325.24. Not sure what we're looking at here. I'm familiar with this location. There's somewhere in the game where you find a ladder like this, and there's like two hands just holding onto the top rung there. I found that to be really freaking weird. Yes, I said weird again. Mysterious. Strange. Creepy. Scary. Unnerving. Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing at the end of the game, you see some kind of VHS player or TV sort of set up like that. It's almost like there's a person that's like trapping people in these kind of places and then like turning them into almost like toys or like play pieces for chess or something. It's quite vague and esoteric. I haven't really, tried to break down the story all that much myself, but it's something around there. I'm sure somebody has a better description than I do. Alright, let's sit down. I also wonder if there's an achievement to sit down in every chair you come across. I don't know. I think that would be cool. I saw that ladder back there. Jumping off. Dead. Okay. Is that real or like a joke? Is it tricking us? Ah! Ew. What is your problem? I actually don't mind clowns that much. I didn't expect that. Just like this big face. Alright, we got a weird looking door over here. What's happening? Pools. Okay. I'm not sure if I missed something like coming up behind me there. I didn't really figure out what was going on with all that racket. Chapter 0 completed. Interesting. Okay. Maybe there's different ways to end the level. But I'll go ahead and review it, because it just was kind of over now. Just pretty quick. I mean, I guess. About 30 minutes or so, give or take. That's not too bad, I guess. Anyways, I'm going to review the game now. I'll start with visuals. Visually, I quite like their art direction and everything. I like their level design a lot. I very much like the game aesthetically. It really likes to mix things up a lot. I think that really works in the game's favor, because some liminal space games really like to sort of stick to a theme, and then they run with that theme throughout the game or throughout levels. But what I appreciate about this game is that it really does tie in a lot of very familiar liminal space sort of aesthetics, even some that may not be so popularized, like just the weird hardwood floors and the dark brown wallpapers and things like that. Usually a lot of the stuff now is like real bright, real popping with color, So I do like their overall aesthetics and just their approach to the game and their visual presentation. I think it works really well. I actually quite like it a lot. The only my biggest issue is, with this level at least, was that it was just really dark. And I don't know if I just misunderstood there being a flashlight or something, but it's a little too dark in my opinion. I'm sure you can adjust it in settings if you'd like, but I don't think I should have to really do it that way. I'd prefer just to have a flashlight, personally. It was just a little too dark for my liking, that's all. But I do like the game visually. In terms of audio, I think the audio in the game is fairly strong. Pretty good, weird sort of ambience used throughout. Kind of keep you on your toes, kind of make you uneasy. All the weird warbling and loud noises that you hear in the distance, and especially when you're underwater, I don't like that. That's really spooky. You know, with terms of footsteps are a little loud in this game, but they really try to mix up the noises you make depending on the type of material you're walking on, excuse me. So, like if you're on carpet, if you're on hardwood, or different kinds of flooring, or in the water, there's all sorts of different sounds that you make as the player. I think that's a good way to keep you immersed, that the sound itself is complementing what you're actually doing in the game. I think that's really important. Aside from that, I think the water footsteps are maybe a little too sloshy in my opinion, but that's just me. I'm kind of sensitive to that stuff. Aside from that, I think audio is fine overall. I don't really have anything that stands out that I didn't like or I didn't think worked. Some of the watery footsteps are just a little too much for me, even though you're not really doing it that often. You know, if you go back and play the previous levels, you know, there's a lot of walking through water and stuff, so I wish that was just toned down maybe a little bit. But other than that, audio is totally fine. In terms of mechanics, the game is obviously self-described as more of a walking simulator kind of game. There's not really much going on in terms of mechanics, but a game like this and most liminal space games, I try to give the credit where it's due. The level itself, the very essence, I think, of liminal space games is mechanic in itself. Because it's not like you're just walking through a house or something like very, you know, menial and boring. At least to me, it's not boring. Liminal spaces are all designed to create a sense of wonder and strangeness about them. They have their own purpose. Each of the aesthetics, from pool rooms to playrooms to the backrooms itself, they all are all there to invoke a certain feeling out of the player, whoever they may be. It could be a sense of unease. It could be a sense of, you know, you're really scared of it. Or you could just be like, hey, it's no big deal. I'm just kind of chilling, walking through and exploring. So I think, with all that being said, mechanically, I think the game works really well as a liminal space experience, especially because it is so, you know, chopped up and having so many different things for you to experience. So many different aesthetics, so many different feels and vibes. Point being, I think the game works really well mechanically, even though it is mostly a walking simulator because of its well-designed liminal space aesthetic and feeling. So mechanically, even though you don't really do much in the game, exploring the level itself and really immersing yourself, I think works really well. It's more about the lack of mechanics to keep things simple, which I think is one of the strengths of this genre. So all that being said, I would say mechanics are totally fine and it's enjoyable to just explore. In terms of story and concept, I still don't really know much about the story personally. It's quite vague, which I think is a good thing. I don't think this game or a game like this necessarily in the genre needs to be overly done with a story. Personally, I like the idea that the story itself is cryptic in a lot of ways, just like the environments that you're in. I think that complements each other really well. I think if you're going to continue the story, you may at one point want to maybe be a little bit more forward about what's going on and then just leave it at that and then move on. So I don't think games like this necessarily need a story, but that's just my personal opinion. So aside from that, conceptually the game is awesome. I really like the concept that they're going with here, level by level system that you can all go back and replay if you'd like, and, you know, search for achievements and stuff of that nature, replay it, you know, in different ways, go different paths, you know, fully explore each level to your heart's desire. I like that they broke it up into chapters like this, so that's really cool. And I just really like their approach to the overall sort of spontaneity of the aesthetics and how they just really try to break up the pacing with the different sort of environments and key locations you come across. So yeah, conceptually, I think the game is really excellent, and I really enjoy it personally, so I think they do a lot of great work with this, so yeah, really cool stuff. In terms of performance, I think the game could definitely use some optimization of some kind. Even with my, you know, the settings, the way I have them set up here, I'll show you like visually. Just playing at 1080p, 60 hertz, you know, frame limit here, you know, all this other stuff here. playing with, you know, medium here, so I still think the game could be optimized a little better. My fans are getting kind of hot playing this game. It's a little stuttery, a little jittery here and there. It's not as smooth as I'd like it to be. Now, the game played fine. I was able to experience the game without there being really anything crazy happening. No, like, insane frame drops, no crashes or anything like that. I don't know if I remember having that much problem with the original, you know, 6 chapters, but this chapter itself, at least, felt a little off for some reason. But of course, maybe that's just me. I'm still wanted to point that out, so I would say performance is just kind of okay. Well, with all that being said, my final judgment for Pools, Chapter 0 specifically, is I would say it's good. I thought it was a pretty cool chapter overall. I really enjoyed the change of environment from different locations. I do like the visual presentation a lot. I think the audio was pretty decent for the most part. And mechanically, you know, the game, of course, I think works really well with the overall design of a level. So I think everything comes together really well. I just have a few nitpicks here and there with performance and some of the sound design in terms of the water being a little harsh. But aside from that, I think Chapter 0 was pretty cool. I had a good time with it, and I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I missed that you could go find for yourself. Anyways, tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game or this chapter? Tell me what you think. What are your thoughts? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? And let me know what's up. And if you enjoy my content and want to see more videos like this, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, share the video. I greatly appreciate your support. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself, form your own opinion, and I'm sure the developer would really appreciate your feedback as well as mine. Appreciate you watching my video. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.